20 away from 4 o'clock on ESPN 1530. My name is Mo Egger. We go to Paul Brown Stadium in 10 minutes. But first, the Cincinnati Cyclones have a new assistant coach. He is a guy who has championship experience, 4 titles, including 3 ECHL Kelly Cup championships, as well as a Calder Cup championship in the American Hockey League. He has spent the last 2 seasons as a player assistant coach with both the Utah Grizzlies and the Alaska Aces. He is moving to Cincinnati to join Matt McDonald and the Cyclones. Patrick Wellar is with us. Coach, how are you?
Good. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you coming on. When you're a player coach, do they call you coach, or is now your introduction as a full-time assistant coach the first time anybody's just gone ahead and called you coach?
No, I'll be honest. It was kind of a fine line there, being a teammate and having a little bit of credibility in the coaching game season there. The guys had a little fun with it the last 2 seasons, calling me Coach Pat, but obviously really looking forward to going into the role full-time.
All right. What do you know about this organization? What do you know about the Cyclones?
Well, I know a lot. I've competed against them for years. In my 12 seasons as a professional, I've been in the ECHL for the greater part of 8 seasons and played them a lot. I've played Cincinnati in 2 conference finals, and I know that it's an organization around the league that has a lot of respect and is kind of viewed as one of the best in the league. And for me, obviously, to get this opportunity, I'm extremely grateful and really, really excited about the opportunity.
What's the biggest challenge? And obviously, being a full-time assistant coach is in front of you. But what do you think the biggest challenge is going to be? I should put it from being a player and being on the ice to being behind the bench.
Well, I think it's just the day-to-day operations. I think that I was very thankful to get a little bit of a taste the last 2 seasons in Utah and Alaska, learning how it works, putting practice plans together, doing a little bit of scouting, all the ins and outs of the coaching game, doing video, and basically it's more or less just the long hours that go into coaching. We want to make sure we're never out prepared, and between Matt McDonald and myself, we're both very excited about the challenge ahead. Take
me through how much instruction and player development is happening at this level, because you have guys who, look, it's no secret they want to one day play in the NHL. They want to one day play at a higher level. So what's a unique challenge to an assistant coach or even a head coach at this level with players who want to play at a higher level?
Well, I think the biggest thing is it's more or less driving in the realization to the players that there's such a fine line between ECHL to the American League and from the American League to the NHL. Like I said, there's been over 400 plus graduates that have played in the ECHL and move on to the NHL. So the opportunity is there. But you're absolutely right in terms of development. It's you have to make sure the players want to buy into what you're doing, and that means playing into the system that we want to play this year, and like I said, the time that's going to be spent after practice, honing those individual skills that are so important, and going over video and making sure that guys realize what the expectation is of them individually and in their terms and being part of a team. I think it's so important. So I'm excited to build those relationships with the players, which is so important for success. And like I said, it's just such a great challenge for me that I'm really looking forward to and been ready for a while.
Take me through. You guys start preseason play in mid-October or in early October and start the season in mid-October. Take me through what the coming weeks are going to be like for you and Coach McDonald.
Yeah, right now it's as we speak. It's all about recruiting. We've obviously Matt's lost 10 players to Europe, which you can never. It's tough when that happens, but that being said, we're really excited about the team that we're piecing together here. Obviously, there's, it's going to be a new team, a couple fresh faces all around. But that being said, we're really excited about the prospects we have a finger on, and we're kind of just going the ins and outs of putting together our top end guys. We're really excited about the depth that we've already put in place. But as we speak going forward, about 2 weeks from now, I'll be in Cincinnati with Matt full time, and we're going to develop, put in place our system and structure, and then again, just getting the rapport going. Really excited to get the guys in camp October 1st, and can't wait for our first exhibition game in Wheeling on the 6th.
You use the word recruiting. That's not a word that a lot of people typically associate with professional sports. Take me through that process. Who are you recruiting against? Where are you finding players?
Oh, it's basically you have to rely on your essentially your Rolodex of connections that you've made throughout the years. We're hitting the phone lines, talking to NCAA coaches, major junior coaches up in Canada, and just basically just seeing who's out there, who may be available. Obviously, there's a few websites that can help you in terms of who's still a free agent at the moment. But it's basically you just hope that the connections you've made in your years pro have kind of given you that small edge you might have in terms of, hey, this guy's a great guy. And obviously, Cincinnati sells itself, in our opinion, because it's such a great city and for our level and in major sports in general. So we figure we got a huge advantage in terms of telling kids, like, hey, come to Cincinnati. It's a great spot, and it truly is. And other than that, it's like I said, just knocking on doors and making sure players know that we want them and that we're available.
The Cyclones have your bio up on their website, and I'm perusing it this morning, and I read 1,223 penalty minutes over the course of a 747-game pro career. So I couldn't help but go to your hockeyfights.com database page. You have an illustrious fight history.
Yeah, like I said, I had to become an asset. I'm a large man, and when I got to the American League level, I wanted to make sure I was, being an asset to the team. And it's something I was never afraid of, as a player. And obviously, I think a lot of fans kind of like that sort of stuff. And I'm from Saskatchewan, Canada, where we kind of pride ourselves on being kind of rough and tumble and being kind of character guys that, teams may need. And, that's kind of what I prided myself on. I love players that compete. And that's one of the things that I think gave me longevity in my pro career was just, I love the game, and I just had a lot of passion for it, and one of those guys who would kind of do whatever it took. So if I could instill that in my players going forward as a part of the small identity, obviously more the better for sure.
All right. Did you win most of the fights you were in?
I'd like to say yes, but I'm not a liar. So. But no, I was ultra willing, and like I said, I didn't turn down too many. And in retrospect, I wish I did, but I had it was fun while it lasted, and more or less, I'm just happy to leave the game healthy and with no regrets. It was a great run, and like I said, that part's behind me, but it's one of those things to look back on and just be proud of the what was accomplished.
Patrick Wellar is the new assistant coach of the Cincinnati Cyclones. He joins Matt McDonald. The Cyclones in the middle of their offseason. They open up exhibition play in early October, and they return to U.S. Bank Arena hosting the Indianapolis Fuel on Saturday, October the 15th. Welcome to town. Best of luck with everything. Let's do it again. Thanks very much.
Thank you.